So here is my new PSA 6.5 Grendel. So believe it or not, I got this for just a few $100s. So I walked into a pawn shop and I was looking at another gun, and a police officer actually walked in trying to pawn this. And I was like, oh man, that looks like a really cool gun. But then I started doing some more research and I was like, okay, it's like a very entry level 6.5 Grendel. And turns out the pawn shop lowballed the fuck out of him. So I offered him a little bit more than the pawn shop, and we did the paperwork. And so one thing to note, I do not know if this upper is actually a PSA upper. It may be. I'm hoping that someone in the comments can let me know if they've ever seen an upper like this, because I do not see this upper with the side charging handle for sale on PSA's website. Now, it is for sure a PSA lower, as you can see, Palmetto State Armory. So the lower is for sure a PSA lower. I believe this is a CMC 3.5 pound trigger. Very fun to use. It's got monstrum cantilever mounts, and this scope is $100 scope on Amazon. It's called a Sniper MT4, and it's probably the cheapest scope money can buy. And then I have my Aero Precision Lahar 30 suppressor on. So I love this gun. It's extremely fun to shoot, and I absolutely love 6.5 Grendel. This is my favorite round to shoot. It's my favorite AR round to shoot. And I'm going to do another video on that soon, comparing 5.56 to 6.5 Grendel. I believe 6.5 Grendel is a is a far superior round to 5.56 in terms of an AR platform round. Now, there's probably going to be a lot of haters in the comments that are like, what the fuck are you talking about? I will do another video on that soon, explaining why I think that is. But as fun as this gun is, I'm having a few issues. So it's cycling really well. I took it apart, fully cleaned everything. But the problem is, I think it's the scope. So I can't get my groupings lower than like 3 to 5 inches at 100 yards, which is a bit concerning, because on literally every other AR I have, and I run pretty nice optics on all of my guns. At 100 yards, I'm getting, inch to inch and a half groupings easy, right? Super easy. This thing, I cannot get groupings less than 3 to 5 inches. So I suspect that it's probably the scope, maybe something internal. It's a very, very cheap scope. It looks like it's an expensive scope, but it's not. Also, as you can see, this whole thing has been spray painted. That's why I can't find any writing or etchings in the upper. So I don't know what this upper is. It says 6.5 Grendel. If anyone knows what this upper is, or if it is truly a PSA upper, let me know in the comments. But that being said, this is the ammunition I've been using. So mainly, this is the 100 grain FMJ steel case Wolf. It's like the cheapest 6.5 Grendel ammo that you can buy. Steel casings, and I've had two that were just absolute duds. The firing pin struck the primer and it just did nothing. So, it's cheap ammo, but I've also shot quite a few rounds of Hornady Black ammunition, as well as V-Match. So this V-Match is this like red tip. This is 100 grain ELDVT, and this Hornady Black is 123 grain. Here's the Hornady Black, here's the Hornady V-Match. But I'm having grouping issues no matter what ammunition I'm using. So I've seen a lot of people on the forums talking about, oh, switch to a lighter grain. These do better with lighter grain, like varmint rounds. Well, I've shot, this is 100 grain and this V-Match is 100 grain, and I still get the same grouping. So it's got to be either the scope or if anyone knows, I would love to get some feedback in the comments. So if you can see this, it's going to be really hard to see, but I think that on most guns, there's the tiniest bit of play between the lower and the upper. But I just feel like it's a little excessive on this gun. If you hold the lower, I'm wobbling the scope back and forth, and you see there's a gap there that closes and opens. And I just feel like that's excessive. I don't know, maybe that's normal, but it just feels like it moves a little bit too much for me. Now, it's not moving up or down, it just can move a little bit left or right. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. I don't see why. Maybe it's moving as soon as you fire the gun. Maybe the upper is moving a little bit as soon as you fire from the lower. I don't know. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, because I really like this gun and I want it to be a good true shooter, but now it's really not. And it sucks, because I love 6.5 so much. I feel like this is a extremely superior round. I believe this round is far superior than 5.56 in terms of an AR platform caliber bullet for many reasons, and I'm going to do a video on that comparing 5.56 to 6.5 Grendel soon. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video just kind of showing one of my new guns, and maybe trying to get some help in the comments to see how I can get this gun to shoot tighter groupings. I mean, the first thing I'm going to do is definitely upgrade the optics. I think the cantilevers are pretty good. There's like zero play in the cantilever whatsoever, but I am going to get some new optics. I think that's step one. But if that doesn't do it, then it's like I don't really know what to do from there, because I don't know how to fix this upper kind of shifting from the lower, which I think every gun has a tiny bit of play, right? But this just seems to move a little bit too much. So guys, let me know down in the comments if anyone knows what upper this is, if this is truly a PSA upper with this side charging handle, or if it might be something else. And then let me know your thoughts on getting tighter groupings with this gun. Peace.